Right. Sai, so you are joined for first class, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. First of all, good morning, all. My name is Sai Charan. I completed my graduation in the stream of computer science engineering at Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Technology, Anantapur. I am truly newly fresh to this Python technology. That's all, sir.
Do you know any programming language?
No, sir. No, sir.
You don't know any programming language.
No, sir.
Okay, that's fine. So here we are going to do full stack development using Python program. So you
Yes,
maybe watch that recordings, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Previous recordings,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Please
Yes.
watch it and please do the task mentioned in that recordings. Okay.
Okay,
So I
sir.
have taken only 3 days sessions. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
HTML. So today also we'll continue with HTML. Today and tomorrow we will finish it off HTML. And
yes,
then from day after tomorrow we will start with CSS. Okay.
yes, sir.
Right, guys. So everyone is doing. I'm seeing the screenshot and then coding. So please continue the same things in the upcoming sessions also. Right.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Thank you, Sajaran. Okay. Fine. Let me share my screen for the next thing. Okay. So everyone, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Right. Today we will make it as like tables. We will make HTML tables. Okay. So tables means how it will look like
Rows and columns.
rows and
Column.
columns. Combination of rows and columns. Right.
Yes,
So
yes,
for
sir.
that we will be having one tag called table tag. We'll be having one tag called table tag. So within that table tag, we can able to make different rows with different columns, right? So for making that specific columns initially, okay, so just creating one single row using the table row tag, one single row using the table row tag. Okay, so here I can use one thing called table heading tags. I can use one thing called table heading tags. Using this heading tags, I can able to add the heading for my specific tables. That means columns. That means columns. So first row will be always columns, right? First row will be always columns. Just imagine table. Okay, so serial number, name, just I've added this. Then mobile number. Just I'm taking it as mobile. Okay. So now in this specific thing, okay, so let me execute in our page. You can see the table columns. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Now I want to add the data for this table columns. That means table row. Next data I need to add in the sense. So we need to have it in the next thing called like table row. One more row with the data called table data tag. Okay, for each column I need to add multiple rows of data in the sense I can use table data tag to add the data. Okay. So for example, let me add it one serial number one for first column, and then for next column just keep it as name ABC simply, and then for third column I'm just keeping mobile number 1234, mobile number 1234. Okay, so this is for one single row. I'm just copying it for next row also. Okay, so just make it is a second row of data, some xyz value, and then same like, okay, so like that for just keeping for third row also, just taking multiple rows of data, right? Okay, so now you can see the table structure. Okay, we got table columns with respected table row data. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
now what is the missing in this table structure? What is this? What is the thing missing?
And the vertical lines to
Lines.
say that it is a table.
That means borders.
Layer
Boxes.
borders.
Yes,
That
sir.
means borders,
Yes.
right? So here in HTML we can't achieve borders initially. Okay, previously border attributes there, but that will not give you the proper things. Okay, so we need to use our properties like CSS properties. Okay, so as of now I just adding the property, just understood that. So how we are going to add, what is that property syntax, everything I will tell you later. Okay, so where we will write internal CSS, by using which thing we will write internal CSS, I already explained. Using which thing we will write internal CSS. No one remember. I already explained. Using which tag we will write. This is very, very important, guys. You need to remember the tag and then usage compulsorily. By using which tag we will, I directly giving you the options. By using which tag we will write the internal CSS property. Tell me, guys. What happened? What is this?
Style tag.
That's what I'm asking, right? So I already explained, right? Using the style tag, we can able to write internal CSS property. Am I right?
Sir.
Please watch the recordings and take a note of it. Each
Okay, sir.
tag and its usage, take a note of it. Keep it
Okay,
in your notebook or keep it in your system notepad or something. Okay, please take a note of it.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
all the tags and its usage, proper usage. Then only you can able to recall it. Okay, download the recordings and watch it and take a note of it by spending some 2 hours. Okay,
Okay, sir.
everyone. Okay, because in review I will ask questions. Okay, after 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I will conduct the reviews. Maximum like next weekend. Okay, I will conduct the review in HTML also, CSS also, what are the things I have covered. Okay, only the tags, whatever the things I explained, that thing only I will ask questions. Okay, so you need to answer me that questions. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Please ready for that. Please make a note of it. Watching the recordings. Okay. Now, so I'm going to write internal CSS property for my table tags directly using the tag name. I will tell you the syntax and everything. As of now, don't confuse with these things. Okay, I'm writing for all the 3 tags, table heading, and then table data for border property using the property called border property. This width 1 pixel in the width of the border. Okay, width of the border and then the border style. I'm just making it a solid border and then border color. Okay, let me tell you what is these things. I will explain border property separately also. So don't worry about that. And then finally, I'm just making it as collapse. Collapse in the sense combine. Okay, combining the borders for all these 3 different tags. Okay, so now you can see I will be getting the proper table. Are you able to see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
I got the proper table, right? So these things in enough. I will tell you the syntax for this, how we can add, what is this property, what it will do, everything will tell you in the CSS things, CSS part. Okay, as of now, just understood only for this table. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Coming to this again, same table. Okay, I want to do merging of columns and rows. Okay, so for example, in Microsoft Excel, in Microsoft Word also, we will be doing the merging of columns, right? In table format and these things we'll be doing. We'll be merging of columns as well as 2 rows, 2 datas. Yes, right? How we'll be doing that?
Yes.
Based on the tool features, right? In HTML also, we can make the specific merging options using the attributes. Okay, so we are having the attributes for column merging. Okay, we are having the attribute called call span. We're having the attribute called call span. So call span in the sense like to merging the different columns. Here the value will be 2 or more. The value will be 2 or more. For example, 3 you can take, 4 you can take. Okay, but don't take 1. 1 means it is merging of only one single column. It will take only this column. It won't merge. Okay, you need to take 2. Then only it will merge this name and mobile column together. Merge name and mobile column together as a one single column. Okay, now you can see I have mentioned call span equal to 2. Okay, call span equal to 2 I mentioned. You can see now automatically the two columns are merged together for single column. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Two column is merged to for single column. So this column I'm having the column name, but the data is not there because it is merged. Okay, you can just omit this, you can just comment it. For commenting the code in our HTML. Okay, comment in the sense like, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Okay. Okay, fine. So for commenting the code in HTML, we'll be using the greater than symbol like this. Okay, you need to comment like this. The shortcut key is like control plus. You need to press the control key and as well as the question mark key. Okay, question mark key will be there, right? That slash symbol will be there. So control plus the slash symbol you need to press. So if you press this, automatically the command will come. Okay, select the code and then press control slash. Automatically the command, it will comment it. Comment means it won't appear in the page. It won't take for our process. Right now you can see two different column is merged together to one single column. Are you able to understand? Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now for merging of rows, rows in the sense like two different rows, okay, or three different rows. Okay, we can merge it, right? Row means like 1, 2, 3, this one. Okay, so I'm just adding anywhere something here. Row span. Okay, I'm just making it as 2. Row span 2. So what it will do, it will merge this ABC and then XYZ row. It will merge ABC and then XYZ row together one single row. You can see now, and then we can command this XYZ because it is merged. Okay, I don't want this separate name. So you can see two rows merged together for single row. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how you can make. I will give you some few table design work also for practicing, just for practicing purpose. Okay, 2 to 3 table design I will give you to make this, including this merging options. Okay, so any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
shall we go for next thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next thing is your form design. Next thing is your form design. What is forms? Forms.
Form is a section of a document which contains controls such as text fields, password fields, radio buttons, etc. sir.
What is the use of the form? What the use of the form? Okay, form is used to get the details from users, any type of details. Okay, for example, there are different kinds of forms are there, like registration form, sign up form, login form, contact us form, request a demo form, request a session form. There are a lot of forms are there available in our different kinds of websites, different kinds of applications. Applications is like it mostly like sign up and sign in. Two things will be there mostly. For example, your Instagram, your Facebook, your WhatsApp. Okay, so mostly the sign up and sign in. Mostly the applications will be having the only one field called mobile number field with OTP entered. Some cases it will be having username, email ID, and then first name, last name, age.
Yes.
This kind of values will be there. Am I right? Password, it is common. Okay, if you're not using password also, WhatsApp will work based on mobile number. Telegram will work on based on mobile number with OTP, right? So
Okay,
this is
sir.
password is not common nowadays. Only the OTP is common for every app. Okay, so fine. So this kind of forms we can able to design using some different kinds of input fields, Okay. So apart from that, if you are registering for any job sites like Nakuri, Freshers World, there will be a lot of form fields, inputs will be there. We need to enter. If you are registering for any course, if you're registering for any jobs, if you're applying for any jobs in any company website, there will be a lot of fields will be there, like your resume upload, and then your education details included, your previous experience details, your skill sets, your personal details. Okay, so everything, your address details, everything you need to enter. That they will be asking a lot of inputs, right? So how I can design forms in the sense, simply using the form tag. So within this form tag only, we'll be having our entire fields, including the buttons, including submit button for basic forms. Okay, so now specific thing we need to understand is, right, what are the different types of inputs we are having. Okay, before that, we'll be using two different attributes here inside the form field mainly. Okay, mainly we'll be using two different attributes. One is your action attribute, another one is your method attribute. Okay, so the use of action attribute is, it will be having the backend programming where we are going to submit the data. Okay, it will be having the backend programming function or backend programming file name. Okay, where we are going to submit the data, to which function we are going to submit the data. That function will be present inside action attribute. Whether it can be function name. In Python mostly it's function name only, but in some cases in PHP and some other cases we'll be having files, and Java also it will be files or function names, method names, everything. Okay, so that will be present inside only in action attribute. Understood? Right?
Yes, sir.
Where
Yes,
we
sir.
are going to submit the data. Okay, where we are going to submit the data, to which function we are going to call from this form submission. Okay, that will be present inside this action attribute as a value. Okay, and then coming to this method, mostly the method will be post. Okay, what is post in the sense, like we are posting the data, we are inserting the data. Okay, we are submitting the data. That's called post. Method. So where we are posting in the sense, we are inserting inside the database through backend programming. We are inserting the data inside database, any storages, through the backend programming. So we are just posting it. Okay, then only we can able to get that input field values in the backend programming. So based on that we can make it. And then one more value is there, that is get. Get means, like whenever we are having retrieving of data from database to UI page, from database to some other function, from database to some other event handling in JavaScript or jQuery, or from backend functionality to JavaScript or jQuery event handling. Okay, there we will be using get method, but mostly in form, rare cases only we will be using get method. But nowadays, mostly the post method only we are using for forms, because JavaScripts are more advanced things are came. So in that JavaScript, we will be getting in the JSON format. All data will be getting in the JSON format. So easily we can able to manage it instead of getting from the form. Inputs, we can directly get from the backend programming to JavaScript to process in our web pages, right? So always remember, post is very, very important in case of this form submission. And whenever you are going to submit the data, by entering the values, whenever clicking the save button or submit button, automatically post is important. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, first input field. Okay, the first input type field is like input tag. We'll be using that. Using the input tag, you can see input tag is not having closing tag, right? Input tag is not having closing tag. Okay, then how can we get the inputs? In the sense, using some attributes. Okay, the first one is type attribute. First one is type attribute. You can see there are a lot of different types are available. Different input types. Different input types. Okay, so this we can go through and then you can add it as per your requirement. If I want to add name, if I want to add some other text content, then use type equal to text. Use type equal to text. Okay, this is very, very important. And next attribute, which is compulsory attribute, is name. Which is compulsory attribute is name. The use of name attribute in the sense, like if it is a first name field or full name field, in the sense, we'll be having some values like f name, full name, any names you can take, any values you can take, first name or f name, full name, any values you can take. So using this value only, we'll be getting this input field value in backend programming. Okay, using this name attribute value only, we'll be getting the input field data in backend programming. Understood what I'm telling? So this is very, very important. You can give any names as per your requirement. You can give any names. Okay, so using this name only, we'll be getting the input field name. Okay, everyone else is clear, right?
Sir. Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay, understood, right? What I'm telling. So using this name attribute value only, we'll be getting this input field value in backend programming. So this is very, very important. Clear?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, one more attribute. Okay, so that will be your placeholder. I will explain all the attributes also immediately. Like placeholder attribute. Placeholder attribute in the sense, it is used to represent the field type. Okay, that means like what type of data, which data I need to enter in this field. For example, I'm just mentioning enter your first name. Okay, so that users can able to understand in this specific input field, we need to enter our first name. We need to enter our first name. So they can able to understand easily. They can able to understand easily. Okay, then I don't want these things. I don't want a placeholder. I want one more thing in the sense, we'll be having one tag called label tag. We'll be having one tag called label tag. So this also is used to represent the field type. Okay, I'm just entering first name in the sense, users can able to understand in this field, I need to enter first name. In this field, I need to enter first name. Okay, so as of now in HTML, it is displaying like this, like side by side. We can make it in the next line using break tag in HTML. In CSS also, we can use some other padding and margin properties are there that we can use, and then we can make it. Or else in Bootstrap, we can have some different default designs, so we can use the designs also. Okay, as of now, understood the tag names and different types of input fields, and then all the attributes, required attributes. Clear?
Yes,
Right, everyone. Okay.
Yes.
So likewise, next one. Email. Email in the sense, we are having type email. We are having type email. Okay, so that also we can able to make it and then enter your email. Okay, so like this, we are having different input types. As I said, like, let me tell you different input types. Type is equal to password. Type password means it will be having the hidden values. That means like entered password will not be visible to anyone. It will be in the hidden bulletins. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then I will tell you what is this type email, how it will work. I will tell you while submitting the form using submit button. the input type password. Okay, so you need to use name attribute compulsorily in all input fields. All input fields. Okay, and then input type password. There are a lot of input types are there. Let me show you one by one. Input type number. Number means only number we need to enter, right? And the input type file. Input type date. Input time. Okay, input type tell in the sense like telephonic number. Then input type URL. So you can see the list of things I have already shown you. So that is the list of types. So this is some of the lists. Okay, you can see the file upload option. Okay, so this is input type file. We can upload the files here. And then this is date one. We can select the date. So it is showing the current date, today's date. Okay, we can select in the previous years also as per your need. Okay, and then time. So it is showing the current time. Okay, 10:51. You can select any times and then you can update it. Okay, so this is telephone field. This is URL field where you can type the URLs. Okay, different URLs, right? So like this, we are having different input types. Like this, we are having different input types. So this input types are where we are entering the value. That means where we are typing the value. Okay, where we are typing the value, and then see date also we are just typing only. We are just selecting only immediately. Okay, and then we are having some other different input types also. We are having some other different input types also. Like we are having some radio button, and then checkboxes. Okay, we are having some radio button and checkboxes and some other things called as like select. Okay, select drop downs we are having like that. Okay, text area also we are having. So let me show you input type radio. Okay, radio button. So the type will be a radio. Here the name we need to compulsorily need to give. I'm just giving gender, and then here compulsorily we'll be using one attribute called value attribute. That means here we can give directly value. Then only this value will be stored in database, because this radio button and checkbox and select tags, everything we are going to select or we are going to choose the value. The value will be already present. We are going to just choose the value. Okay, we are going to just select that. Okay, so for that we need to represent the value already. Okay, initial itself we need to have. Then here I can use label tag to represent that content, male and then female. Okay, now you can see the radio button type. Okay, so you are having the select option. Okay, if you are selecting male or female, automatically the selected value will be stored in our database when you are submitting the form. When you are submitting the form. Okay, so likewise we are having checkbox. Likewise we are having checkbox. Okay, let me copy these two things. I'm just changing the type into checkbox, and then name I'm just changing it to skills. Any names like as per your form field requirement you can take it. I'm just taking Java, then Python, then Java, Python. Okay, you can see the checkbox field. Okay, so what is the difference between this checkbox and radio button? In the sense, radio button we can able to select any one value. Radio button we can able to select any one value, but in checkbox we can able to select all the value. That means multiple values. Checkbox we can able to select multiple values. So that's the advantage of this radio button and checkbox. Understood? Okay, so that's a difference. For this selection, you need to use compulsorily name attribute with the value inside that, and also values compulsorily. Okay, this is very important. Coming to radio and checkboxes. Okay, and for select tag also. For select, so we are having the select drop down. Here you'll be using option tag to select options like Java. Here you need to give values here, value attribute here like Java. Okay, The name attribute, you need to place it here inside the select tag. Inside the select tag. So Java, Python, any, how many values you want, that many options you can give as per your requirement. Okay, so this is select drop down. Let me show you the output, how it will come. Okay, you can see the select drop down. You can able to select it. You may be seeing this kind of fields in any of the websites. Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how it will work. Understood? Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, finally, one input we are having is text area tag. This final one, text area, in the sense like it will be having some little bit extra space to type the input type like address, okay, some paragraph content, like that we can able to type it. Okay, that will be the text area. You can see it will be having some larger space. Okay, we can type the address or paragraph or anything. Okay, automatically it will take all the inputs, right? We can drag and drop this also. We can drag and drop this also as per our requirement. Clear? This is like text area field. This is like text area field in our HTML forms, right? So I explained all the input types. Okay, so there are some of few 5 to 6 input types also there. You can able to see that in the list of items, and then you can work out. Okay, so next, finally, I'll be using the button type submit. Button type submit. Okay, so submit in the sense to submit the form. Okay, you can just refreshing the page. Okay, you can see if I click submit, the page will be refreshed. Are you able to see that? Everyone? Sir, no. I'm just clicking the submit button.
Yes,
It is the button is inside the form, so the form is submitting. The page is refreshing. Okay, we are not entering any data, but I'm just telling. Okay, we click submit button within the form instant, automatically the form will be submitted. Okay, so now coming to this email field, I told right what is this email field. Okay, so this will validate @ symbol. Okay, so please mute your mic. Okay, inside your form, it will validate the @ symbol in your email. Okay, so whether @ symbol is there or not, or else any after the @ symbol any content is there or not, it will validate. For example, I'm just mentioning ABC inside the input email field. I'm trying to submit the form. You can see I'm getting the error. Please include an @ in email address. I'm trying to submit the form. Please include an @ in the email address. ABC is missing an @. Okay, again, I'm just mentioning @ symbol. So click submit. Once again, it is asking me, please enter the part following at. That means we need to enter some additional content after @ symbol. Okay, then if I complete Gmail in the sense, it will automatically take. It will automatically take. It won't validate .com and .com, .in, .org like that. Okay, for that validation, we are having some jQuery validation script that we can use it. Okay, it will validate only the @ symbol and then followed by some content should be there. Then only the email field will submit the form. Then only the email field will submit the form. Clear? Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Guys, please respond,
Yes,
everyone.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so two more attribute. I will explain two more attributes in this. So one is your required attribute. Okay, so required means this field is compulsory field. Compulsorily we need to fill this field. Okay, so it will automatically throw you an error. Okay, so I'm trying to submit the form. Okay, you can see first name field is asking me to enter compulsorily. Please fill out this field. Okay, if I fill out this field, automatically the form will submit because that is required field. Other fields are not required fields. Other fields are not required fields. So automatically the form will be submitted. So the required means we need to fill that specific field compulsorily. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? One more attribute, it's read only. Read only means we can able to only read that form field, okay, using some, like I'm just giving value as ABC, name as ABC. So we can able to only read it. We can't able to modify it, or we can't able to have the values, or we can able to edit that values. Okay, we can able to only read that form field. That is called read only. It is called read only. Otherwise, we can't do anything. This specific read only attribute. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll be giving some of the form assignments also. Okay. So please do that too. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow I will complete the HTML things. So, and then I will start CSS immediately. Okay.
Okay.
Swarna and Sai Saran, I think you people are watch the recordings, right? So Sai Saran,
Yes.
make sure you are completing the task. Okay, by today.
Yes.
Previous task. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Thanks. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.